How you doing, folks? Juan Romero here from GamesXpanse, and this week we're taking a look at 10 games that we've played very recently that are new to Game Pass. In the second half of this video, we're going to take a look at 12 upcoming games. I've got James and Jordan to give you their picks of the 10 games that we've played that they liked the most, and they'll give their picks shortly. So get comfortable and let's get into it. But I'm going to start off with Art of Rally, an apt name for this title for sure. I didn't know what to expect for this one, but that's the beauty of Game Pass. There are so many games that you get to try and for, and many times a game will surprise you. Such games may have passed you by otherwise, and Art of Rally is one such game. As soon as you load it up, the presentation is nice and simple but beautiful. Loading up that first track and rallying in your first race, and the first thing you notice is how nice the controls feel. Effortless drifting around corners and a top-down view. It is a challenge though to get into the top 3 at times, but one that you will come back to time and time again. It has that one more go feeling. There are 72 stages from Finland to Sardinia. All of your favourite cars here from the 60s to 80s, and I personally really enjoyed it on the Series X. Well worth your time and that download. Jordan and James, what are your picks this week?
We have already waxed lyrical about Hades on Switch Watch. When we reviewed this game, we gave it a top 10 out of 10 as we loved the art style, the characters, and the sheer phenomenal engaging gameplay. This is one you cannot put down, and if you were one of those people that disliked roguelikes, then think again, because this, I am certain, will completely change your mind. Sure, you die and have to do things again and again, but it is made in such a way that with each run you gain more skills, getting further and learning more with each run. This game is a triumph and one of the best indie games on any platform.
Many thanks there, Juan. Well, up next for me, it's the trippy platforming masterpiece that is Psychonauts 2. This was an unexpected sequel, and boy have they done a good job. This is another quality game that was recently added to Game Pass. The psychic super spies are in trouble. There is a mole hiding in headquarters, and the leader has not been the same since being rescued after getting kidnapped. As Raz, you will take to this platform adventure game with great style, voiced characters, and lots of fun using your psychic abilities in this quirky looking game. This is definitely one not to be missed.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. 12 Minutes is one such game I probably would not have bought, but I was curious to see what this was all about, especially as it had some top-line talent voicing the characters. This has James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe in a top-down interactive thriller. What should be a romantic evening with the wife very soon turns into a nightmare. Suffice to say, your wife being accused of murder by a detective breaking into your house is just the beginning. See, the thing is, as soon as this happens, you are transported back to the beginning of the 12-minute loop, and each time you'll relive the same horror. If you loved films like Memento, then this will be right up your street, and yes, I absolutely enjoyed it. Get yourself a nice cool beer or whatever it is you like to drink, relax, and spend an evening with 12 Minutes. Now, just a word of warning, Craftopia is not a full game at the moment, it is a preview build, and while I have mixed feelings about it, it's one of the games so far that my daughter and I have put the most hours into out of this list. There's something about it. Take all the things you love from crafting games, dungeon crawlers, farming games, and it's probably here. You can craft weapons, build buildings, and cook to your heart's content, and then you can take a stab at a dungeon or two. While it is rather simplistic, I think my daughter has spent more time building her perfect mansion more than anything else. Sure, the game is wonky, the visuals resemble something from the PS1 era. Give it a try and you may be surprised. We certainly were. Recompile is a strange 3D Metrovania with an art style I really like. It's rather simple and you have to get from point A to point B, kill some enemies and solve some simple puzzles, but I like it a lot and enjoy playing it. I'm still working my way through this one, but it's certainly a game I'm sure many of you will like, so certainly worth the download. MYST is one of those games which back in the day was something rather different. Maybe it's nostalgia talking. I know I remember running this on a pretty crap PC, but I still have fond memories of it. It's now been built from the ground up, reimagined with new art, sound and interactions. It's now the modern MYST, and while this was a good puzzle game 25 years ago, playing it now again does not quite have that same intrigue it once had. mainly due to the archaic gameplay, but it was still a worthwhile nostalgia trip for me, and if you've never played a MYST before, then maybe you want to give this one a try. Surgeon Simulator 2, I've got to be honest, it was a game I wrote off right away. I knew absolutely nothing about it and I didn't think it would make this list of recommendations. Okay, so you can play in a campaign mode with the ludicrous surgeries you take part in, and it's rather fun, but play this with up to 4 friends and the fun factor is a whole new level. There are loads of laughs to be had here, from performing leg amputations to head transplants. There's also a level creator mode and more. Jump in with some friends for some blood-soaked laughs. Signs of the Sojourner is a narrative card game, and the cards being your character, they shape your relationships and they also reflect your experiences. The story begins with you taking over your mother's store after her death, and you'll need to travel around to ascertain goods for the store. Along the way, you'll meet other characters where you'll build friendships, meet rivals, and have conversations through card games. There are tough choices to be made, and without giving too much away, it's a rather different experience, but one well worth trying out. Crown Trick is a great looking roguelike RPG, a game right up my alley. It has turn-based combat where mastering the elements is key to defeating your enemies. The mazes are procedurally generated, so a different experience will be had every time you enter a dungeon. Another game this month worth a try. Now in this part of the video, we're going to take a look at 12 upcoming games that are coming to Game Pass in the next couple of weeks. There's plenty here to try out, and these are the ones that we are rather excited about. So let's start off with Flynn Son of Crimson, which is actually available to download right now, 15th of September. And this is a 2D handcrafted platformer, and this will take you on a journey of discovery as you learn to master the art of Crimson. I don't know about you, but I'm a bit of a sucker for these 2D platform games, especially with visuals as lovely as this one. One to look forward to then. Now, I've been looking forward to Skatebird for quite a while. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a little bird on a skateboard and you get to go around doing loads of tricks and whatnot. Not sure how good it's going to be, but it's certainly one that caught my eye, caught my attention, and I wanted to download. This one will be available on the 16th of September. Superlimininal is another game due on the 16th of September here on Game Pass, and it's a puzzle game in first person based around optical illusions and forced perspectives. If you like that sort of thing, then this is certainly a very decent time and will be worth you giving that a try. Iron Fish looks rather charming, especially for a younger audience. It's certainly a game I'm going to try out with my 6-year-old daughter. Available on the 16th of September. Quite a few games dropping on that day. It's a physics-based adventure and it stars 4 fish friends that are separated from their home in a pet shop. So I think we know where this is going to go in terms of the story. The publisher is Curve Digital. They usually publish some good stuff. Looks really nice, so definitely a download for me. I think the biggest game that we're looking forward to this week is certainly Aragami 2. We really enjoyed the first one. This will be available on the 17th of September, the third-person stealth game where you play as an assassin with the power to control the shadow returns in this sequel. Now, if it's anything like the first, we're sure that we're all in for a very good time. The visuals look good, and hopefully the gameplay will live up to expectations. Lost Worlds Beyond the Page is available on the 23rd of September, and here you get to interact with the worlds that were inscribed in the pages of a young girl's diary. You'll get to solve puzzles, take on unique platforming segments, and discover an emotional tale. It certainly looks really good, and on the 23rd of September, I'll certainly be downloading this one and giving it a try. Let us know what you think so far, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments down below. What games are you looking forward to playing on Game Pass, and are you playing on one of the consoles or PC? Let us know in the comment section down below. Now, one of the games that I've been looking forward to the most on Game Pass, which is available on the 23rd of September, is Sable. Been looking forward to this one for quite a long time. Just take a look at that hover bike where you'll be able to explore an open world and loads of things to encounter along the way and mysteries to uncover. It has a unique art style which I really love, and it should have a very good soundtrack indeed. And it's one of those games where you'll get to explore this in your own time. Looks fantastic. Just hope that it lives up to the hype. Next up, Subnautica Below Zero, also available on the 23rd of September. So that's going to be a pretty big day for downloads, no doubt. This one's set 2 years after the original Subnautica, and well, it's an open world survival action adventure game set in the sea. Now, I absolutely love games that are set underwater. Don't know what it is about it. This has been on my list to play for a long time, never quite got round to it. So when I saw that it was going to be available on Game Pass, I sort of made a note to make sure that I had the time to give this one a go. A lot of my friends have already played this game and told me that it's great, so I can't wait for this one to drop on Game Pass. What do you think? Have you played this one already, or will this be your first time playing this one? Let me know in the comment section down below. Another very good game available on the 23rd of September is Tainted Crail Conquest. If you like your deck building games set in a dark fantasy world, then this will certainly be for you. Think more like Slay the Spires if you've played that. This has a very deep story behind it, one that I've actually already played and enjoyed. I can certainly recommend it if you like these type of games. Now, Lemnis GAte certainly sounds interesting. It's a turn-based strategy first-person shooter which takes place in a time loop. So it certainly sounds good. It's another one that's available on the 23rd of September. If you like your JRPGs, then you'll have Astria Ascending available on the 23rd of September. Single-player experience. Looks rather nice. I look forward to giving this one a go. And lastly, on the 30th of September, we have a game called Unsighted. Kind of gives me crosscode vibes, where you'll get to explore the interconnected paths of Arcadia and find its shortcuts and secrets. There's puzzles to solve here, and of course new abilities and tools to get past obstacles. As I said, it looks okay, and you can download that on the 30th. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this video today with 10 games that are currently on Game Pass that you can play right now, and another 12 that are upcoming, one of those which you can download right now today. Now, if you enjoyed videos like this and you want to see more of them, then let us know in the comment section down below. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure you hit that bell notification so we can alert you when our next video goes live. It's been a pleasure. If you're still here watching, and you're an absolute legend, leave me a thumbs up emoji in the comments so I can see who you are and reply to you. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you very shortly on the next one.